exactly what I'm gonna do for this call. I'm gonna go ahead and break down exactly how you can go ahead and log into the Harmonic scanner, take advantage of the trade ideas I also send out in the analysis chat for everyone to be able to take advantage of it, guys. So that's really what I'm gonna go over today. If you're new to it, it's okay. You're gonna learn everything on how to get it done today. And at the end, I'm gonna leave a good 15, 20 minutes of time for you guys to be able to ask your questions. And that way you can really let me know anything you did not understand. I can go ahead and just give you guys some clarification. So once again, if you guys are new to this, my name is Raphael. Everyone calls me Ralph in the Sniper Nation family. Been doing this for about roughly 3 years now. It's been fun, and it only gets funner, and I keep learning every day, guys. So it's definitely a pleasure to be able to share this information with you guys. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen, guys, and just let me know once I share my screen if you guys are able to see my screen, right? By dropping a 111 in the chat box, let me know if you guys can see my screen. And if you guys can hear me effectively, of course. Go ahead and drop a 1-1 in the chat. Want to make sure everyone's getting the value, everyone's getting the sauce. Nice. So, guys, if you guys get access to the Harmonic scanner, for those of you guys that don't know, if you guys are in IM, for those of you guys that are out here in IM, you gotta log into your im.center, go into the strategies tab, and you're gonna be able to access it like that. Why am I showing you guys this? Just so that you guys know exactly what it takes. For those of you guys that have the DCX pack and you guys feel like you guys can't take advantage of this, guys, on this account, from my mother's account, I have the DCX pack, right? And with the DCX pack, I can still take advantage of the regular Harmonic scanner. But as you can see, I can go ahead and click on it right here, right? So what I'm going to do at that point is I'm going to go directly on the Harmonic scanner website, harmonics.im. And I'm going to go ahead and just type in my username and my password and log in from there. And it will give me automatic access to the Harmonic scanner. I'm just go ahead and close this out, reopen it, and I should be good to go from there. Harmonics is one of my favorite tools. I love using this tool. Like, you guys have no idea. Harmonics login. Log back in here. Go ahead and log in. So here you go. Here's the Harmonic scanner, guys. Just pay attention. I'm going to walk you guys through this process very, very fast, very, very simply and effectively. And I'm going to show you guys, where you guys can find some resources for you guys to help yourselves, right? First thing that you want to pay attention to when you're on the scanner is that, yes, you get on the scanner, this shows you the RSI here on the bottom, and it shows you the actual graph here. The most important thing for you to understand, you don't necessarily need the RSI. For you to put it down, you can just click on this empty space right here, and it's gonna have it disappear, right? But I want you guys to know, me, when I look at the Harmonic scanner, I like to focus on what's important. I like to focus on the New York session pairs and the London session pairs. When I mean pairs, I mean the currency pairs that you guys see here on the side, right? Notice that, over here on the scanner, you have access to seeing that, right here we have H1, right? We have, pretty much M15, M30, H1, and H4. I like to put my focus on everything concerning and regarding pretty much the H1 and H4 time frame. Sometimes I look on the 30-minute if I don't see anything interesting on the H1, H4, but that's because I don't like to, I don't like to really wait for moves. I don't like to really be diving into the charts all the time. I really want to just look for one move that goes to that direction, and I follow the direction of the course. So coming onto it, we're here on a 1 hour time frame. For those that don't know, each candle here is worth an hourly time frame. That's what it means. I'm gonna go here and click on GBP odd, right? On GBP odd, and I want you guys to know the pairs I like to focus on. Before I even jump into the pairs, what pairs they are exactly, I want to show you guys exactly where to find these currency pairs, and exactly where to look for when you guys come on the scanner, right? Once again here, also, when you click on this, you have 3 different brokers that you can go ahead and tune into, right? You have 3 different brokers that I prefer and I like to tune into is FX Choice, Hard Forex, and Traders. I'll show you exactly why in the next few minutes. And guys, for those of you guys that are co-hosts on this call, make sure you go ahead and let people in that are in the waiting room in. And I'm gonna go ahead and just share with you real quick, why do I use these brokers, right? And also, why is it that these currencies are really it, right? I'll show you for a second, right? So let's jump into Discord right here, Sniper Nation Discord. As you jump into Sniper Nation Discord, I want you guys to find a resources tab, right? So everything I'm discussing today is in the resources tab, guys. I really want you guys to know that. And I'm gonna scroll up. You know, you guys are gonna have to scroll and find this. I just know where it is out of habit of scrolling, right? Out of habit of using what we have here. So on the resources tab, when you scroll up toward the beginning, right, you get to see I've already left notes and trails for you to help you win with this, right? I'm gonna go ahead and find it real quick. It's a bit far. I might have to repost it. Let it roll, let it load, let it load. I'm gonna go ahead and find it right now. Oh my, there's a lot of stuff out here on this side. Okay, here you go. Harmonic scanner, checklist, confirmational checklist. I want you guys to pay attention to what I'm about to say to you guys, right? And if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, you can, of course. How to use the harmonic scanner and effectively be able to copy and paste and make profit from it is following these simple steps, right? One, you want to focus on these pairs, right? If you're trading New York session, this is what you want to focus on. I added some London session pairs too as well. Euro USD, GBP USD, right? GBP JPY, Euro JPY, Euro odd, Euro NZD, AUD USD, NZD USD, BTC USD, and XAU USD, which is gold, right? I like to focus on these pairs for the simple good reason that, you know, these pairs make you money, guys. Like, let's be real, these pairs will make you money. And when I mean money, it's gonna make you a tremendous amount of money, just doing it consistently, right? Those are the pairs I focus on. Yes, you can look at other pairs if your sessions are different, right? But you know, as far as copying and pasting from the Harmonic scanner, what you want to make sure is you're taking 5 to 10 trades per day from the Harmonic scanner. I want to make sure you guys are taking what? 5 to 10 trades from the Harmonic scanner per day, right? At least 3 to 5 times out of your week. At least 3 to 5 times out of your week, guys. It's super important because, you know, practice makes permanent, guys, for real. And over here, moving forward, you know, I put the time as well that I feel is the best time to go up there and get the scanner, because as the scanner does not give you updates, but it updates on every session, right? So now New York session is about to pop off. So anywhere from 6 a.m. till about 12:01 p.m. Eastern time, right? You're going to be able to go ahead and take advantage of trade ideas and setup that are on the charts for New York and potentially also the sessions moving forward, right? The other time, and if you're someone that works during the day and you're only available in the evening, I've checked with the Harmonic scanner between about 9 p.m. all the way to 1 a.m. Eastern time, right? You will find incredible, beautiful setups on the 1 hour time frame and the 4 hour time frame for the next coming day and even the day of, right? And from there, for someone that, you know, likes to get in and out of the market, of course, you want to tap right into the 15-minute time frame and the 30-minute time frame for sure. Let's not get it twisted right there, guys. You know? And another thing you want to focus on is your risk to reward. Your risk to reward has to be a minimum of 3 to 1 or 5 to 1, right? Like literally, the best brokers, once again, FX Choice, Hot Forex, Traders Way, guys. FX Choice, Hot Forex, and Traders Way, guys. Those are the main what I mean main brokers I use all the time. You know, and afterwards another day I'll go about really showing you guys how to check off this checklist when you're trading with a strategy, bro. Today we're gonna focus on the copy and paste aspect of the Harmonic scanner, right? So I'm gonna go right on it. Right now that we make sure we got this down, we understand this. We're gonna go on the Harmonic scanner right now. So the scanner is right here. So we're gonna go on FX Choice 1 hour time frame. I'm gonna look through what's here. So we have GA right here. GA is not one of the pairs I like to focus on. So I'm not really gonna be looking at GA as it is. But for those of you guys that like GA and that trade GA, this does not mean you can't go ahead and go on it. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this as an example to show you guys what's possible from this. So you guys see this right here. It's like a trading view chart. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On the 7th one, you want to click on that right there. Right? And it's going to show you a long position and a short position. This is what allows you to calculate your risk, right? Allows you to know what's your risk to reward. So right here, you want to go ahead and pick a short position, because when you see the triangles that are right here on the scanner, you want to focus on the D point. The D point is always going to be your point of entry, Yes, it has the entry right here, but whenever it hits your D point, it now means you can now market execute from that point and take it all the way to the lows without it necessarily coming to the green area. But in the case that it does come there, you want to, this is how you measure your risk to reward map right here. So I want you guys to notice how I drag this from right up there to all the way down here. And this gives us a risk to reward ratio of 3-to-1. It's over 3. Right here, we're risking about 32 pips to obtain 120 pips. Has it touched our entry yet? No, it has not. Has it come near our entry? Yes, it has. It hit the D point and started rejecting from it, but there's nothing stopping. This may stretch. It may update and stretch all the way here, right? So we got to be patient at that point for us to be able to get the best possible move, right? Now, in the event that, let's say now that, it's not the right risk to reward. Let's say it's less than 3. Now, guys, would this be a valid trade just by dropping a 777 in the chat box? Would this be a valid trade to take? If you feel it's a valid trade, type a 777. If you feel it's not a valid trade, drop a 222. If you feel it's a valid trade, drop a 777. And if you feel it's not a valid trade, drop a 222 in the chat box. $222 is for it being not a valid trade. Yeah, exactly. So a couple of people said 222, which is correct, right? This is not a valid trade because simply your risk reward is under 3, guys. You guys want to put the best chances on your side for you to win, right? Because we want to be able to take trades, because at the end of the day in the markets, we never know when we're going to win or lose, right? But you want to be able to take trades and understand that we're risking a 3-to-1. That means I'm going to take 3 trades, and if I lose all 3, that's fine. Because as soon as I win 1 trade, I'm back in profit now. So I can lose 3 times, win 1, and I'm back. I'm back in profit like I never left. That's the whole point of the risk reward, right? So I always aim for a 3-to-1 and 5-to-1 and above. So right here, this is what makes it a valid trade. Now, if you guys want to take this trade, your next step now is for you to print this out, right? You guys want to keep this on the side. You want to be able to share this with your team members. You want to be able to share this with your own self, right? So you can reference this without coming back on the scanner. And this is what I do to be able to send this to you guys, right? So by default, I set this up, right? And I'm going to go on my trading view real quick, right? I'm going to take something that I like it right here from my trading view, copy and paste checklist. Excuse me, right here, copy and paste. I'm going to copy this. I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to drop this right here on the scanner, because I often realize sometimes, a lot of people may be new and they don't know, right? So I'm going to change this up here. I'm going to drop this right here. Change this up to about 14. And this right here literally shows you exactly what you have to do if you're following the scanner, right? It tells you where you got to position yourself and where you got to exit. And you got to make sure you're using the Steno application to be able to know what lot size you should use according to your stop loss, right? And here, from there, I'm going to take a picture now. Click and save. What does save do? Save has it pop up on my screen as such. So now I know exactly where my entry point is. They're all here on the side, and you have this to follow with it. Simple as that for a sell position, right? So I can go ahead and drop this in the chats. I have no idea whether this is going to win or lose, but I understand the possibility that can come out of it, right? I understand the possibility that can come out of it. And that's how I do it, to be able to drop these setups in the chats for everybody to be able to take advantage of all the time, right? So we're going to move on to the next, right? So this is already one trade that everybody could be planning to take, if they desire to, right? If you guys desire to, of course. So moving forward here, you now have NZDJPY. Is this one of the things that I trade? No, it isn't. So I'm not paying attention to this. But in the same sense, you guys could really take it all the way up. Like if you guys took this trade, this is what you'd be in profit of this much, roughly about 60 pip, no drawdown, you would have hit TP1, right? TP1 would have secured for you, come back here. This is going to be a long position because this will be a buy-in scenario, right? This would be a buy-in scenario. And I want to show you guys exactly how I would play this. These are not pairs that I trade, but why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this for you to understand. This is just an example. Practice makes permanent, right? So right here, so you're risking about 17 pips to obtain 117 pips. That's a 6-to-1 risk reward. Now, guys, does this make sense? Yes or no? Just go ahead and drop in the chat if this makes a whole lot of sense to you guys. This is how I use the harmonic scanner. I use this for my direction. If this tells me the direction, I trade smart money. I can mix my strategy with this because this already tells me where the market is going. So I just got to go ahead and on my chart and I line it up. It's that simple, guys. The more you do it, the easier it gets. If you guys don't do it, it's not going to get easier and it's not going to get simpler, right? Let's be real. But this would have been a phenomenal trade for me to take. But as of right now, this trade is so far gone. It hit TP1, TP2, so let's forget about it. Next. Now, GBP/USD. Whoa, woo, boy. Yo, this one's going to be nice, right? I'm going to go find the arrows right here, guys. So GBP/USD, same thing, right? I want you guys to know, like, it's super simple to understand these things, right? So originally this right here, right? For those that are co-hosts, just let everyone into the call, please. For those that are co-hosts, let everyone in. So for right here, right, you have this. The D point says is at the stop loss. Let's be real, the D point was not originally at the stop loss. The D point was probably right here original, right? But the harmonic scanner updates itself 24/7, right? All the time, at all times of the day or week. So we were given an entry right here to take advantage of the scanner at this position to take it up to TP1, right? And TP2 and TP3. But what ended up happening, the market came down and it passed the area, right? It literally passed the area and went all the way to the second entry and went all the way to hit the stop. It ran the stop, but what did the harmonic scanner do? The harmonic scanner updated itself, right? It updated itself and ran itself all the way to here because we're always entering from the D point. At the low in the market, you're entering from the D point and go high. At the high of the market, you're entering the D point to sell from the high, right? So right here, let's calculate the risk reward on this trade. And let's see how every single one of us could have taken this trade. And we probably still can't take this trade, right? So right here. So someone that was trying to take this trade from right here, this entry. What I like to do is I'm going to set my stop loss to this. If I'm entering right here, my stop loss is this. And if I'm entering right here, my stop loss is that. Let's see if the risk reward there would add up. And it does in fact add up. We have a awesome 4-to-1 risk reward trade. Correct. Now, had I just stretched this to the stop loss, what do we have here? We have a less than a 3-to-1. So in that sense, it would not be valid. Now that's why I put my stop loss to this. And if I get stopped out, I can now make the decision now. Okay, now we're going to enter from right here. Stop loss is now going to be this low, roughly about 50 pips. I'm going to take it to the high. Now that's a 7-to-1 risk reward trade, guys. Now this would have been a valid trade. But what happened here, guys, is that we lost the trade. The trade hit our stop loss and we lost the trade. But I want to let you guys know the reality of things, all right? The reality of things is that, harmonic scanner has now updated, right? Sorry about that. Harmonic scanner has now updated and it showed us this being right here. This being as the new entry, right? As according to the update. So if this is now the new entry, guys, I'm still going to play this move again. All I would need to wait now is for the market to come and test these areas. And, me understanding how to trade with a strategy, I easily see an imbalance in price right here. So I do believe we can still get the fill in and to give us a little TP1 and TP2 again. So for me, this would be also another valid trade for me to take. Simply because we can now come back and test. We're still within the range. We're not past TP1. Had we been past TP1, I would not even be thinking of creating this again. But because we are not past TP1, we can still see a test, come in from that area, hit this, give us an entry all the way up, and we would be able to make a profit, because this is a 7-1 risk to reward trade. So this is worth taking. This could go for a whole 380 pips while you're out here risking 48 pips. Now, do I know what I'm going to win or lose? I have no idea. But since we're maintaining structure, I believe we can still make it back up to TP1. So let's say from right here to right here, or just to TP1 and TP2, that's about 100 pips. Roughly, about 100 pips, 110 pips. To TP2, that's about 200 pips. So do we even still have, even if I just did TP2, right? Do we still have a good risk to reward? Yes, we do, guys. Yes, we do. We have a 4-to-1 risk to reward trade. So I definitely would go ahead and play this trade again. So at that point in time, the same thing I did on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and click on text. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up my this tool right here for myself. Oh my God, I missed XBX. God damn it. So right here, you go ahead and pull this up right here and adjust it, add it up, and I'll drop this right here. The same way, take a screenshot, save it, and it's gonna pop up right here on my screen. So every single person within the community can go ahead and take advantage of this. And this is how I'm able to just send out a position. So that's how you can go ahead and send out a position to your family members and friends and family around you that's within the community with you. And this is how I'm doing it. I'm not doing nothing too crazy, guys. Like, this is literally it, right? So we're gonna make this fast, jump through. So your NZD, what are the setups we have? So this trade idea, once again here, it already played out, went from entry to TP1, no drawdown. So these are 3 trades that we saw that went into profit right away, right? So with this, you could have easily made what? You could have easily made 75 pips, 80 pips even, from the entry right here. Once again, how do I know if this was worth it? Simply, short position up, short position right here. And is this a live trade? Yo, guys, let me know. Is this a trade that's worth taking? Let me know. You know, just by dropping a 111 in the chat box, let me know if this is worth taking by dropping a 111. If it's not worth taking, drop a 222. I want to see who's paying attention here real quick. Is this a trade worth taking? For the rest of you guys, if you're buying a computer or not far from it, don't be lazy. Drop the numbers, you know? Drop the numbers. I see Paravan here says this is not a trade that we will take. Harris, same thing. Chris, neither. Sean, neither. How about the rest of you guys? You guys feel like this is a trade that we could take? That's the whole point of me doing this. I know how to do this already, guys. You feel me? I fully understand how to do this, but I want to make sure everyone on this understands how to go ahead and take advantage of this, right? All right. So this right here would be a very, very poor risk to reward trade, and we would not take this, right? So if we're following the harmonic scanner as is, this would not be a valid trade to take. But those of you that trade with a strategy, those of you that understand how to trade DeLorean, how to trade smart money, you guys understand we don't even operate with these kind of stop losses, right? So obviously at that point in time, you can now go ahead and adjust and put your stop loss above the last high that you can see that's within your range. Me, the last easiest high, if I zoom out, I see that high right there. If that's the last high, I'm gonna take my stop loss up to the high. And that gives me about a 20 pip stop loss. And I will take the trade like this. So guys, when I tell you guys I take trades from the harmonic scanner, it's not a joke. I really do take trades from it. It's just that I trade with a strategy. So I pretty much understand when to get in and when to get out. I get out at equal lows when I'm selling, and I get out at equal highs when I'm buying. Simple as that. Now this is like awesome risk reward. We could take this trade. All right, so does that answer your question, Ibrahim? I think that does answer your question. You could definitely adjust at any given time. That's optional to you, right? So now moving forward, right? GCAD. Another great example of what I was saying, right? So here, sometimes it does not hit the entry. It hits the D point, or the D point. When it does that, it's a market execution. But when you're aiming for this, you might as well place a sell limit, right? If you have trading, you can even set yourself an alert. You can go on trading, you find this parameter and set yourself an alert on trading. Super, super simple. It's really easy to do, guys, right? We're only on FX choice right now, you know, like everything I'm showing you guys can see this on any time frame. I'll be real with you guys. Check this out. Same thing here. What is this? 3-1. I would not hesitate. I'll take it, no matter the stop loss. I'll take it because I'm still gonna risk 1% of my account or 2% of my account or less in order to be able to gain a profit. Your stop loss only changes your actual lot size. So guys, look at this. Take advantage of this. This is free right here, right? This is free dollar, like free. This is free bands, right? I'm not inventing this. This is literally free bands, literally all the time. Hold on, let me go ahead and copy that text out again. All right. I only do this just to help you guys win with this, because at the end of the day, guys, look at this. It could come back. Those of you guys that trade smart money, you guys could tell me there's an imbalance somewhere in here. You guys do your own due diligence and enter accordingly, right? Would I take this trade? I probably would. I probably would take it, but I'll take it a bit lower right there. But according to the scanner, this is what you're following, right? According to the scanner, this is what I'm following. But understand, if we're looking at it correctly, this can still do this, right? And keep going up. Let's be real. This is what's possible here, guys. So don't limit yourself. I'll show you guys also how to draw this up on your own personal chart. It's super simple. I know a lot of people are wondering that. That's what a lot of people wonder the most, how to draw it up in your chart. My main focus right now is really to make sure we understand the copy pasting aspect of it. Let me see if we can do this again. Scanner is pretty much 75 to 80% accurate. On a great month, it's 90% accurate. Honestly, I would not know at night. I don't take trades at night. I take trades during New York session personally myself. So as far as you know, your percentage wise at night, it's not because you see a lot of trades that you should take everything. That's why I say take the trades that has the best risk to reward, right? Take the trades that has the best risk to reward and has the minimum risk to reward of 3-1. Test it out on your demo, run the play on your demo yourself, build your own confidence, and go ahead and run the play on your live account afterwards. If you see results in your demo account, you're going to see the results on your live account. You just got to apply the same methodology, right? The same methodology. Don't differ from what the actual process is. Don't differ from what the actual thing is. Just do the work and stick with it, right? Do the work and stick with it. So right here, this is it right here. For this, you guys want to take a screenshot of this, feel free. For some reason, it does not seem to be loading up on my ends right now. For this, so we're gonna move on to the next one, right? NZD USD. NZD USD, this hit our stop loss and then started going a direction. So end of the day, even if it came back, any test of this entry could still lead us back into where we're going. This almost the same thing that happened at GBP USD. This was originally it, and it came down here, clapped it all the way, and now it's moving to another direction, right? So this Euro GBP, we had an entry right here. Pretty much price went all the way to the other entry right above and hit our stop loss there. Price could potentially just keep going. So this stop loss hit, I don't know what's going on as of yet, but this looks like it maybe wanted to come lower. right? According to the direction of the scanner. But I can always go check on a higher time frame what's going on. So we can always go tap into the higher time frame, see, you don't win everything, but most of the trades that you've taken on the scanner has been a win. Y'all see this? Like, y'all, I hope y'all seeing this. Like, I'm not inventing this. This is not me inventing nothing. Like, this is just really what the scanner does, right? Question in the chat says, so for most of you, you wait on a retest, then you can go on a reentry, of course. If you miss the trade, like right here, it hit the stop loss, right? If you're looking at right here, this example. The stop loss has been ran. Technically, we should not be going after this trade again, but this is trying to show us that it might come lower. So I want to see this bearish imprint, and now the test of it could just mean we're going lower. Me taking a risk, that's my risk. Does the risk reward add up? I'm not gonna blow my account if I take this trade. No, I'm not, because I'm only risking 27 pips to gain 187, and I have a 6-to-1 risk to reward trade. So I would still run the play on this, right? But I really want to see it coming down. I want to see it coming down first. So either way, is if this is my entry, that's gonna be my stop loss. And if this is my entry, this is gonna be my stop loss, right? So at the end of the day, look, if we do it, let's do it together. You guys see this? This risk reward would not add up. But if you did this, the risk reward would add up. It would add up. So that's where you really got to come look at things and look at the perspective of how you want to take your positions and what you want to do with your trades, right? Let's look at GJ real quick. USDJPY. You guys can see went to the entry and it's been dropping ever since. AJ, same thing, been dropping ever since. Okay, so now let's look at a 4-hour time frame, guys. This pretty much what I did here is what I do on every single time frame. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. Let me remove the bottom here. Same thing here. You see Harmonics scanner like stretched all the way up. The sell's happening again. That's market manipulation. But still, once again, price dropped. This is the definition of that test. You guys were asking me, do you guys always wait for a test? I wait for whatever the market can give me, right? I wait for whatever the market can give me, and then I'm gonna participate effectively. Is this worth it? 3-to-1? Yes. Had I seen this at that point in time, what time was that? Let me see what time that happened. Can I see it on here? Oh, okay, hold on. I can't really see what time that happened at. But on TradingView, you can definitely see what time this happened at. But definitely that's a 5-to-1. 5-to-1 risk reward. You could have been able to take this trade. CAD JPY. Same thing here. Once again, guys, this is crazy. Hit stop. Hit stop. You see how the harmonic stretched? This is the actual entry of the harmonic. The harmonics get stretched all the way there because that's where that last down candle appeared before actually the up move started, right? So entry once again here. Stop got ran, but there's nothing stopping it from actually still doing a play, right? Make it over here, find a long position, dab it up. Does this make sense? No, guys. So this is not a 3-to-1. I would not take this. If you reduce your stop below this, yes, you can, right? But as far as following the scanner, you wouldn't be able to take the setup, right? But yeah, on a lower time frame, you could probably catch this on a 15 minutes, on a 30 minutes. Your USD, let's see what it says. This took off. GN, this took off. So the same way you can go on hot Forex, find the same things, right? See what pairs add up. Because there's not going to be the same pairs on every time frame. Some time frames are going to have pairs that they're not on the other ones. That's the reality of things. So you see right here on H1, we see CAD JPY right here. This is a new setup that just formed up. It didn't even make it to it. So you see how what we're seeing on a 4 hour? Now look at this. On the H1 on hard Forex, we see something absolutely different. So I'm gonna go ahead and adjust it up. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and draw this up on, TradingView just to show you guys the example of what's actually possible, right? So stop loss at those lows, TP at the high. Once again, if you're gonna do this, you wanna do this like this. Put your stop loss at this entry and take it all the way there. Duplicate this, clone. And I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna take it from that entry right here. This is how you guys can really do it, guys. Like I'm not like, this is what I do in my on my own private time when I'm looking at setups. So there you go, that's your trade right there. Copy, go back on the Harmonics. I'm gonna be right here, text it out. Boom. Right? This is what I'm doing. This is a 5-to-1 risk reward trade. This is a 7-to-1 risk reward trade. The stop loss, you guys already know the stop loss. It's always gonna be your entry minus the SL number, which means the gray number or the green number minus the red number. It will always give you the number of your stop loss for stealing. So it's really that simple. Then again, you press the camera here, boom, pop up. This is not like, I'm not in like, this is free trades all the time, right? This is the power of the Harmonics scan. This is one of the first tools that IM Academy decided to really put in place to help impact, enrich, and educate our whole community. Right. So this is what I like to use. One of my favorite tools I like to use on top of swipe coin, on top of steady and bounce back. You know, this is like by far one of my faves, right? You know, right now one of my big phases is steady and swipe coin, right? But this is super lit, right? If you guys have a clear understanding of now how to use the Harmonic scanner, if you guys have now a clear understanding of how to use the Harmonic scanner, just go ahead and drop a yes in the chat. Ibrahim asked a question, can you explain again, we calculate by using short position, right? So simple as this, right? So when you're at a D point, your D point is to now buy up in the market, right? If your D point is at the low, you wanna buy up. If your D point is at the high, you wanna sell down. So you wanna go ahead and find your tool here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? And then over here, you're gonna look for what we call a long position or a short position. Short means we're selling in the market, and long means we're buying in the market. Why are you using these tools is for you to be able to identify your risk to reward ratio. And your risk to reward needs to be over 3-to-1 or 5-to-1 for you to be able to be taking these trades consistently. That's why there's gonna be trades you can take and others you can't take. I hope that was a good clarification for you. That was pretty much it as far as a Harmonic scanner goes, as far as being able to utilize it and be able to take it to your advantage and make a profit from this, guys. This is really how it goes. I hope that gave you guys tremendous amount of value. If you guys have questions in regards to this, I'm gonna open up the floor for you guys to be able to ask questions for the next 10 minutes before we hop on into our intro to digital entrepreneurship call happening with Crypto ETL right after this. Does anybody in the chat have questions? If you guys have questions, feel free. You can unmute yourself and ask the question, and I'll go ahead and answer you instantly, right? I'll go ahead and answer you instantly, guys. Once again, you guys can use any time frame you desire, whether it's this time frame, whether it's M30 time frame. You know, M30, you see a gold setup right here on M30. Let's look at it. On M30, there's even a gold setup. Ooh, boy. Yo, see, like sometimes it's good to search. It's good to search. So Harmonics kind of got the direction right. We already hit TP1, TP2 as well. So we may not even make it back there, but I'm still gonna set it up just because, right? And on the next one, I'll show you guys how to use the Harmonic scanner on TradingView and how to print it out on TradingView. It's super simple. I'll do that on the next call that I get done. Great. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording from now. You guys, I'm gonna drop this recording on my YouTube channel, so feel free to plug your team onto it, and feel free to just share this amongst everyone in the community, so everyone can take advantage with this and win, guys. If nobody got questions, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down and really make sure we get ready